Good evening, everybody. DJ Styles. How we doing out there tonight? Okay, I made some changes. I had to go back. It just seems like every time I change the lighting, every time I change the position, I find something else not quite lining up. I still have to fix this a little bit of here. This is supposed to be here, but I got to make it more smooth. It looks like there's a little dig in there. Okay, so I still have some smoothing now to do underneath the chin and underneath the jawline. Jawline. I got hiccups. All right. What I did is I made the ears smaller. If you've seen the other videos or pictures and put them side by side, you can see the huge difference in size. And I actually videotaped it, the process of fixing these ears, but I didn't finish. So what I basically did is I didn't want to lose the height because the ear position is very important on the top and the bottom. It has to line up with the lips. It has to line up with the eyebrow at the top. In case he wants to wear glasses or something, So we're going to make sure that the ears are properly sized in that direction. I'm just busting. Anyway, what I did was the ear was protruding all the way back to about here. If you can see my little blade, it was all the way back about at that point. Yeah, it was about that far back. So I just cut from here and then cut into it, and then cut and got rid of the back side of the ear. And it looks really good. I like it this way. And what I had to do, let me take the blade out of my hand so I don't cut myself, because I do things like that. Let me see. I put a worm. I made some worms, and I put it right where I made the cut on the ear. I put the worms right here, and then smoothed it into the ear, and then also I put some worms in the back of the ear and flushed it out and made it nice and smooth. And that's the result. Okay, so we've made the ears smaller under recommendation by, how does he pronounce his last name? Nicknell Pagnio?
Yeah, I think so.
Nicknell Pagnio. Correct me, Nick. I'm sorry if I'm getting it wrong. But from handyboy.com, you want to definitely check him out. He is he's my go-to guy when it comes to a Michael Myers mask. He suggested to me that the ears were too big, and when I started looking at the pictures a little more in depth, I definitely agree with him. And with that being said, now the one thing I did do, he told me to do, is shorten and lower. Give me a second, I'm just turning this around. Shorten and lower the eyebrows. They were sticking out a little too far, so what was happening was the downlighting was splashing too much shadow underneath the eyebrows. And he was right 100% on that, that's for sure. Now, as far as the evil scowl, the downhill of the scowl and making the little bend there, I just like the way this looks because of the eye holes, which happen to be something that I'm not going to change. I just like the way this looks. It may not be dead on to the original, but this is going to be extremely close to the original mask. And the reason why I want I want it to be a little different, because honestly, I don't want it to look just like Trick or Treat Studios. I'm not trying to replicate something that's already been done in that sense, of something that's for sale, say. Yeah, sure, I want it to look like, and you know what I've been told? This looks a lot like the cover of the Halloween 4. Oh, cool. All right. I don't know what that says. So anyway, I'm looking at the website. My buddy's working on the website over here, my man Angelo. And we're going to start selling, should I say it? Can I say it?
Well,
He does some awesome paintings, and we're talking about doing a possibility. You know what? I'm going to leave that as a surprise. You're going to love it. We're going to do paintings in the backdrops of all my sculptures and stuff in the future. Anytime I do a sculpture, instead of looking at this ugly tools and junk all behind here, we're going to put some kind of canvas back there with one of his paintings that will be for sale on the website as well. But that's basically all his his money there. That's all his. So we are going to put that on the website. Just gives you something else. You're going to enjoy the paintings. Believe me, they're going to be cool. What we're talking about there are going to be cool. So, and I think unique, don't you think?
Yeah.
They're going to be pretty unique because I don't think a lot of people are doing this kind of artwork that we're talking about. And we're going to wait till he does one, and then I'll put it behind there, and then we'll reveal the style that he wants to do. So, alrighty. With that being said, shout out to Nick for all his help at handyboy.com. He is an amazing artist. I love his work. As a matter of fact, I promise you, Nick, I swear to you, this summer or right after the holidays, I actually want to purchase one of your masks. And I definitely want one of your masks. I got to have it. I got to have it. I've been looking at it for, 3-4 years. I've been in contact with you. I've got to have that mask. I don't care. I want the one. I can't remember all the names of the masks. That's creepy. But I want your mask. I don't want a Michael Myers Halloween 78 from Trick or Treats. I had one of those and kind of got rid of it. I sold it. I did a do-over on it and put it in a store locally, and somebody bought it. So I never bothered again with that. I just want to make my own mask, to tell you the truth. But yeah, this looks like the cover of the Halloween 4. If you look up the cover art that was in Halloween 4 and you take a side-by-side, this looks pretty close to what that presented, what that looked like. I'm happy with the results of this right now. I still have to smooth out the forehead a little more. I was carving into here, trying to bring it in just a little bit more. It was still too protruding. The scowl is basically, this is the scowl. You don't want that going all the way up into the head noticeably. It has to be smoothed down further, so that's what I basically did, and this is the result. Nick, if you see this video, let me know what you think. Put your comments. But I feel like I'm done. I actually fixed this part too. I put the dent in here a little better. A little glossy right now because I've been touching it. Once I smooth this out with naphtha, it'll give it a very dull matte finish, and it gives you that you can really see the details better. So actually, did I touch there? Yeah, this is what it starts to look like. Yeah, it looks like this. Or even in here where it's just flat, it looks very dull, and it's smoothed out really nice. So this is, I think, as close to finished as I've ever gotten. So, and I've checked all angles with the lighting. I have to fix this bottom cheek a little bit better, and I'm done, and then it's going to be casting time or mold making time. And then I'm going to pull the mold off of this, make a rubber. This is a different type of rubber. This is a polyurethane. This is a urethane rubber. It doesn't shrink, so this way you maintain the actual size of your sculpture, which is important because I made a mold of this sculpture already once, and look at the difference in size. If I'm going to get to about the same distance. All right, that's the same distance. Now I've made changes to the sculpture because I didn't like the way this looked. So I'm going to get to about the same distance, looking dead on at that mask. And that's about the same distance. Look how much bigger that is in frame. And I'm about the exact same distance as I was. So there's a big difference. Let me see if I can pick it up and just put it literally right side by side to it. If I can get it in frame. Let me turn it sideways. Look at the shrinkage. There's a huge shrinkage difference. There's a big difference in size here. Trust me. It looks like it's shrunk down about 20%, maybe 15 to 20%, because I let it cure inside my studio here for like almost a week now, and it's actually a pretty thick pour. I sloshed it, thinking it wasn't going to be that thick, but I slosh casted that in the mold, and it turned out pretty thick. So there's a big difference. So let me know what you think, guys. Peace. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And may you get everything you want from Santa Claus. Have a great weekend. Great week. What's today?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. We're at the beginning of the week still. So you have a great day. Peace.